Are you wondering what the number one key to Etsy success is? It's not SEO, it's not your photos, it's not your product. In today's video, I'm going to unpack exactly what I believe the number one key to success on Etsy is. And make sure you stay to the end of the video because I have a special offer for a little bit of free coaching time with me. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dylan Jarris and I am an Etsy seller of 6.5 years. I've done $1.3 million in revenue on Etsy. I also sell on Amazon and Shopify. My entire background before Etsy was in high volume e-commerce. I worked for Zappos and Zulily. So a lot of people ask me, what is the key to success on Etsy? I talked about some things before, such as consistency. I talked about, being relentless, having a really compelling reason why you're doing this, why you want to build financial freedom through Etsy. But today I'm talking about something different. I believe the number one key to success on Etsy is to put the food in the oven before it's preheated. I probably just lost a few of you here. This is what I do in every area of my life. This means do not wait until everything is perfect to build your business. Do not wait till everything is ready to build your business. You need to start failing fast and pushing things forward. Every day that you wait, it's money you're leaving on the table. Done is better than perfect. You do not want to be stopping and starting and pausing and hemming and hawing and thinking and brainstorming with our business. Etsy is a great platform for small business owners because you can be very agile and you can move quickly, pivot quickly, test things. They're paying for a high volume of traffic to their site. That's a huge asset. Leverage that. So thinking is never a substitute for action when building a business. Don't think, just do. You might think, okay, well, what does this mean when it comes to Etsy? This means instead of spending months trying to think of the perfect product idea, look around yourself, make listings out of what you have around you that you've made in the past. Get those listings up and test the waters fast with what you have around you, with the resources you already have. So this means everything you've made in the past or supplies that you have on hand. What else does this mean on Etsy? This means instead of waiting to put up listings, waiting to get the perfect photos, or waiting till you learn how to use that DSLR camera, waiting until you get that box lighting from Amazon, waiting until you learn how to use Photoshop. No matter how perfect you try to make those first photos, they are not going to be the same photos in your listing 12 months from now, 24 months from now, 5 years from now. Those first 10 listing photos are 100% going to be adjusted and improved over the next 12 months. That first rendition of your listing is not what it's going to look like after you've made $1 million. So with me, I've been on Etsy 6.5 years. I've done $1.3 million in sales. Even now, I put up listings, I edit, I modify as I go, right? I'm constantly modifying listings to drive up my average order value and to increase my conversion rate. So do not be set on having perfect photos for the launch of a listing because it doesn't matter. What else does this mean for Etsy? Are you maybe worried that your handmade item isn't good enough to actually sell to someone? It doesn't matter. As long as it's not presenting some safety issue, just get that listing up and keep practicing on the back end while you're waiting for sales. Do not wait until you've perfected a skill to list a handmade item. Okay, you guys, my shop that's done $1.3 million, it started with one listing, one product, right? The product was not even something that I had anymore or that I knew how to make. It was simply a photo of something that I made for my wedding. Now I made this for my wedding and it was made out of toothpicks and foam. This was absolutely not something that I would ever sell like that. It's not something I would ever ship to anyone. The real thing was actually 3 feet tall, but I put that photo up. I said the size was gonna be like 19 inches instead of 36 inches and someone bought it. You guys, I didn't even know how I was gonna make that product after someone bought it or how I would ship that product. It was literally something where I basically sold something and then I figured out how to make it. So it's really having that say yes and figure it out later mentality. This mentality is going to get you so much farther in business and on Etsy. So if you wait to grow your business until you've figured things out, then you've likely waited way too long and left so much money and opportunity on the table. But more importantly, you've missed out on thousands of lessons that you would have learned about your business, about your customer, about your product mix if you had only had that say yes, figure it out later mentality. So you are going to learn so much faster by focusing more on actions than thinking. If you can do 100 actions, let's call it 100 imperfect listings, in the time that your competitor puts up one perfect listing, you are going to crush them, because Etsy is a platform with tons of customers. And as you do this, you're learning what customers like, what they don't like. You're learning and you're adjusting based on that. So I want you to remember, no matter what, you are going to look back on your shop 10 years from now. You're going to look back on what your shop was like today, and you're going to think, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed it looked like that. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Oh, that was so cringy. I can't believe it looked like that. No matter how much time you put into perfecting something, that 10 years is going to pass. That time is going to pass, and you are going to evolve. The question really is, how quickly do you want to evolve? How quickly do you want to grow your business? How quickly do you want to change things? How quickly do you want to learn what works? And how quickly do you want to settle into a good rhythm of high sales volume? So if you want to grow your business faster than anyone else, you kind of need to be a little bit of a maniac about it and just put those listings up. Get the listings out there. Get that data and that feedback from your customers. Learn what they like, learn what they don't. See what price points they like, see what price points they don't. Learn what colors they like. All your listings are feelers, right? Feelers that help you learn. Stop thinking and just go, because thinking is never a substitute for action when you're building business. Put that food in the oven before it's preheated and just go. Say yes, figure it out later. And this whole mentality, this is the strategy that got me to $134,000 in year one, $143,000 in year two, $245,000 in year three, and $360,000 by year four. If you want to surpass $1 million within 6 years, you have to have this mentality. You cannot be a perfectionist about your shop, about your listings. You just have to put those listings up. So I promised at the end of this video, I was going to give a special coaching offer. This coaching offer is going to be a free 30-minute coaching call with me whenever you want for the next student that enrolls in multi-six-figure Etsy Blueprint. So if you've been thinking about it, but you're like, oh, I kind of want a little extra one-on-one coaching, this would be a great time to get in. Schedule a call with me below and we'll get you all set up. If you like this video, please subscribe. And if you want to connect, please follow me over on Instagram at Dylan Jarris. You can always email me, team@dylanjarris.com. I love to talk to you, hear where you're at, hear where you want to go. Otherwise, I'll see you in a couple days for the next video.